Today we're going to learn about Reels. Click on the plus sign at the top right and select Reels. Just get familiar with the left side where it says length. You can choose 15 seconds or 30 seconds. This is the length of your video. And then there's a music symbol right below that where you can choose music. And there's not many great selections, but you can push play and see if one of them jives with you, or don't select one. You can play with the speed, the effects, and you can scroll at the bottom to see what each effect is. And if you want to use these effects, you actually press down and hold to record, and that will record with the effect. Then there's the timer, and the timer you will have a countdown. So I'm giving a 3-second timer. So when we record, it'll give a countdown. And then up at the top, you have a bar that will show you how much is recording. So watch, the bar will start turning pink or red as we start recording. And that shows you how many seconds you have recorded. So notice that there's a little chunk of red and then a blank empty space. So now as I record more, and I'm going to use the same effect I previously used, you'll see that there will be another chunk of red that develops. And that is because we have a few more seconds we're recording. Remember, we only have 15 seconds for this one. So I'm going to record one more piece. And I'm just recording some very random stuff right now. Choosing my effects, recording, holding the button down, and it will record. And then it's going to show you your video. Boom, here it is. This is what the 15 seconds looks like. And then we're going to look to, if you like the video, you're just going to click this arrow to the right. And if you want to edit, you'll click the arrow to the left and just delete any one of these clips. You see we have 3 clips at the bottom, and you can just click on them, click the little delete button to delete, or the scissors to trim. So for example, I'm going to trim this, and instead of discarding the clip, we'll trim it, and you just select those white bars and trim it to the size that sounds good. Now I deleted those clips and I'm starting fresh here. So I'm going to record some new stuff. And then we're going to add words next. And we want the words to come in and out. And at the top, you're going to see the letter A. Click on that and type in whatever you want to type. Play around with the font settings, find what works for you. At the top in the center there, you'll see there's some lines. You'll see there's colors. You'll see that there is the letter A with some sparkles next to it. And just feel what works for you. Play around with this. It does take some time. And choose like your vibe. And then when you find what works for you, you can move the text around to where exactly you want it. And then notice how it's selected in white and it shows the whole bar. I'm just adding some more text here. Now I'm going to select the Water Coffee Cards text that I had written afterwards, and I'm editing. So see how I'm dragging that toggle bar, and I'm letting the system know that I want that specific text to go just within this section of the video. And you'll see as we play here, I have something that says, hello, I'm teaching you about Reels at the very beginning. And then after that, it's going to say water coffee cards. But I only want that hello, I'm teaching you about Reels to be at the beginning. So notice that it's faded out as the video goes on. And then I'm adding a thank you. You can play with the size by pinching and expanding with your fingers on your screen and then pinching your fingers together to make it smaller. You can add emojis, which is that little square sticker emoticon at the top right. And I'm just going to put this heart wherever. And notice that I have the heart selected and it shows in white. And then I can move it to the very beginning of the clip. So whenever we select it, we can tell it where it's going to go. And when we have everything deselected, see how everything is in gray? It means that we can start from the beginning, push play, and see exactly how it shows. And it shows how everything's going to start and stop. And then you can post it to your stories. You type in your captioning, your hashtags, all that good stuff, and then share to Reels. So I hope that that helps. And you can also make sure to untoggle that where it says also shared feed. And that way it will go to your feed, or if you untoggle it, it will not